Now I want to show you how to insert a video into Logic Pro. So we're going to select insert a movie and then find the video that we'd like to insert. In this case will be this one. And then here is the one I pre-inserted because the inserting might take longer. And then let me maximize this. So this is the video for walking, and after inserting there's a couple of instruction file. There's a couple insert. So this is the video for the walking, so I will take as an example. Shows you how to analyze a video. And there are also attached a document on Learn that shows you what are the functions or the means of each icon. And then there are also a link for the YouTube video, shows you how to analyze a video. You are highly recommend to watch those. So first thing first, we click this button to shows you those arrows, shows you those icons. And then second will be set origin. So usually what I recommend is set origin at left lower point, because in this by doing so you will have all the data in the first, all the value, in this case all the value will be positive. And then the second step will set the scale. That's what this useful here, the reference, the 1 meter reference. So what you're going to do is you click set scale, and then click the first dot and drag to the end and release. So the distance is 1 meter, so just double check, and then it's okay, cool. So the reason why we need it is we need to measure from the video, and then we have to get a reference to tell the Logic Pro software what is exactly 1 meters long in this video. And now we need to find out what we try to analyze. So we fast forward to where the legs shows, and then click on the next frame, so it will move 1 frame by frame until the first heels landing. Oh no, click wrong. So this is previous frame. I click start rewind, so be careful. I will see this is landing now, so I will set this frame as the first landing. So the what I try to do is add a point. For example, if I try to analyze the trace of the tip, my foot tip, so I will set the first dot here, and then the second dot here, so dot for and continue, so it will automatically jumps to the next frame. So until it left. Even though it's blurred, so it is still knowing where it is. So I highly recommend you, when you until the end of this trace. So if you click on the plotting, you will see the X, the Y, where the dot is in the X axis and Y axis, and then if we jump to the table, you will see the the velocity here. So that's how you add a trace, add a point. If I wanted to analyze a second location, I can jump back to where it starts. And then click on add a point series. So now we can have a different color for the dot. So here I want to analyze the hue. So like this, we'll do the same procedures. And label it one by one. Until the end. Now you can have the data for the second dot. So the color is correspond. So the green correspond to X2, and then the brown goes to Y2, and the velocity. So now you have 2 points, and then you also have the location for each frame, for two dot. So now you can have utilize your trigonometry knowledge, so you can calculate the angle, you can calculate whatever you try to analyze. Yeah.